Hello and welcome back to our Fire Red Nuzlocke. Most folks just call me Orange Joe, and last episode you probably heard me talk too much about Mortal Kombat. It's just the curl of the burl on that one. I love bad movies, I can't really help it. But we're gonna move on here. We have one more encounter, I believe, before the Dark Cave. And if we end up making it to the Dark Cave without having enough Pokemon that would let us get Flash, you know, enough Pokemon from this region, then I gotta be honest with you, I'll be pausing the episode, not ending it, but pausing the episode, and I have to dig out my guide so I can find my way through the dark. Now, I could probably do it from memory, but I don't want to make you guys sit through that. That'd be a giant pain for you, I'm sure. But, you know, if I can't find the guide, I can't find it. There's always that option too. But I have a pretty good suspicion as to where it should be. It rolls, you say. We'll be alright. And, you know, then that way I can just try and find our way through it, find all the items in there without having to amble around in the dark, and we'll be alright. You know, it's, again, I would rather get Flash, and then we can just explore at our leisure with our, like, 7 or 6 freaking Totodile. Horrifying! Honestly, keep him in there. I don't care if he's Steel type. Watch me not care. Let me get a Totodile. Watch what happens. But, I know that it would be nice to have Flash with our 6 repels that we have and everything like that. But if we don't, we don't. And then I just gotta go looking. And, you know, the boo-hoo really is the way that one shakes out. Is it ideal? No, but I can't change the... Oh, really? Alright. Just stay in there, Bob. You got it. Now, I just don't want you to have, like, Thunder Punch, ideally. Or Fire Punch would be the worst, actually, I think. Thunder and Fire Punch would be bad. So just don't do that, and we'll be okay. Common Punch missing is also great. But, yeah, so... you might see an early pause in this episode, because I tried to time it out to where it'd be... I'd be in between episodes if we, you know, found that final Pokemon so I could go get Flash, or, you know, find my book, but I just didn't, and it's too bad, but it's not like the end of the world. I can always pause it, and on your end you won't really see much difference, honestly. It's kind of the way it'll shake out. You won't, basically I'll be like, alright, I'll be right back, and then immediately after I'll be like, hey, I'm back! But for me, I'll have spent time, you know, looking around for stuff, so... Or going back and getting Flash, depending on what happens here. But either way, it won't affect you guys. We'll keep right in the action. We'll keep stuff rolling for you. Because this series is already pretty long. You know, every episode being 30 to 40 minutes or so is not short. I mean, not a small amount of time to invest in a series to watch. Not to mention, you know, how many episodes we're getting up to now. I think this is episode 13. So... It's definitely a time investment for sure. So the less amount that I can, you know, force you guys to sit through of random extra stuff while still giving you the same amount of content, you know, is really for the best. Because you know, it's not like I'm gonna pause the episode, go do the stuff, but keep the timer running so I can be like, oh, you know, I've been here for half an hour, so see ya, even though the episode's 10 minutes long. That ain't gonna happen, you know, nothing like that. It's gonna be a full-length episode no matter what. It's just that I'm gonna have to do a little bit of diligence on my end, which isn't a latios, you say. Hear me out. Hear me out on this one. I don't know if this is a good idea, but it's an idea, and I'm having it. See how Shadow Punch does. Scary, yes, but should be fine. Psychic Dragon, right? Yeah. Oh, baby. Look at that. Oh, excuse me. My goodness. By the way, I don't remember if it was... Sure. If it was this series or another one where I had a super, super high-pitched sneeze, but that was... There's my proof that I don't always have very, very weak sneezes. Okay, alright. Sometimes they do come from the gut, and sometimes they come from the nose. And when they come from the nose, it's like a little... But when it comes from the gut, it's like a... You know, so... It all depends on where that sneeze is really resonating at the moment. We're a little weak, but I think we're fine. Honestly, we're gonna get this item. A Silk Scarf. Normal type moves increase power. Meh. It's whatever. But yeah, we should be okay. You know, we haven't... Friggin' Tigra hasn't taken any damage at all yet. Flora hasn't even seen... You know, Tigra and Flora haven't seen a fight in a little while, so... We're fine. Oh, and look at that. Perfect start. Ground versus poison. You love to see it. But... What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, just that, you know, this episode... Be normal length. There will just be a weird hitch in it, and we'll be moving on. Now, the next real roadblock for us, as far as the game goes here, is for sure going to be the spooky, scary ghost tower and Rocket's hideout. Those are two hard areas, which Rocket hideout I'm not as worried about. The ghost tower, with specifically the rival fight of that ghost tower, very, very tough fight, that one is. And then the top floor of that tower. Stay in there, dude. You got it. You know, that's all pretty tough, but we should be able to make it, no problem. And then, barring that stuff, the middle town, I don't remember the name of it, but the one with the fighting gym, where it's not actually a gym, but it's a gym, and you get your choice of Pokemon, which that's gonna be nice. Don't get me wrong, getting a choice of Pokemon is nice, but that gym is actually kind of a hard fight. And yes, you're right if you think we're gonna fight both sides of the aisle in that fight, because we are. You don't have to. You can actually get through with only fighting half of the gym, basically. But we're gonna fight them all. We need the XP. Why not? But we're gonna fight them, and we're gonna have to. That's a tough spot for, you know, just tough fights. And then there's the like the skyscraper place. I really don't remember the name of it, but that place is it Silphco? I think that's the name of it. That place is tough, very tough, especially with the Giovanni fight at the end of that. And you know, the Giovanni fight at the end of the Rocket hideout's not easy either, but like, it's, hey, look at that, we got Bite. But it's gonna be a fight for us no matter what we do. So those are the next major roadblocks for us. After that, it's pretty smooth sailing until we get to about Blaine. You know, not that I'm saying Koga's easy, but it's comparatively, it's not as high of a spike for us. We shouldn't have too much to worry about. See ya, Manager Jimmy. Idiot, you're fired. Get out of here. But we made it to Route 10. So, a couple options on how we could handle this. We could fish for our encounter, but I'm not going to do that. I really want to not have a level 5 encounter. So we're going to heal up first and foremost. And then we're going to get our encounter. And that will inform how we handle this. That Professor's Aid right there, by the way, gives you the Everstone. So I'm not going to be talking to him, because there's no reason we would ever use that. just keeping it real with you. There's no reason we would ever use the Everstone. So we're going to get our encounter here. And that's gonna really decide how we handle stuff going forward. So we'll start with a poison and see what we can do. Fingers crossed it's something good. I didn't stock up on balls beforehand. That was stupid. A Chansey. Good's a strong word. It has a lot of HP. It do that, but it's a pretty hard catch, I'm pretty sure. At least this is the friggin' Safari Zone. For a long time I was grinding this game when I was a young chitlin. And picking up a Chansey in the Safari Zone took forever, dude. Like, for one, finding one's a pain. And then when you do find one, friggin' getting it to stay in the ball is a massive pain. It's an unbelievable pain in the butt. So obviously that Pokeball didn't even friggin' wiggle, so that's not a good sign. So we'll probably be here a while, throwing a bunch of balls. I don't want to spend any like good balls on it, because I don't care about a Chansey, but a Chansey would mean we get to use Flash. So like I do want to catch it, but also its offensive capability here isn't that great, so we'll kind of hold off on, you know, using anything too expensive on it. Not, you know, now that I think of it, we can actually use our cave encounter as well, and it's gonna heal up too. That sucks. But the cave encounter means that we have a second chance at getting another Pokemon from this gen. And who knows what that could be as well. So, honestly, a Chansey's not going to do a whole lot for our team. I was going to say, I don't want to speak too soon, because, like, I want to catch it. Obviously, I want to catch it. But, just to have it. You know, but I don't want to... I don't want to waste all of our extended resources, i.e. the net ball, which could be used for a water type or bug type, or the luxury ball, which admittedly that one I don't care about as much, but I still want to keep it. And then the ultra ball for sure I want to hang on to until we find something that's like really worth getting, because what happens if we get like a starter in the cave and we just happen to not have enough balls? And don't get me wrong, I'm gonna go back and get a bunch of balls right now. that's the next step after getting this Chansey, I think. Oh, but again, if we get this Chansey, next step is go back, get Flash, and a bunch of balls. If we don't get this Chansey, we still have to go get a bunch of balls no matter what. So we're in a weird spot, because no matter what we're backtracking after this fight, I wish we weren't, but that's the way it goes. Because I forgot we had an encounter in the cave, because I'm a big dummy, is the easiest way to put it. But no, Chansey, like, it doesn't help the team. It has a ton of HP, but it's not tanky. It doesn't have any other stats than HP. Like, you want to talk about a tanky Pokemon, let's get a Snorlax. Ton of HP, and it has pretty decent defense. Chansey is just like, oh, it has more than a ton of HP, but that's it. That's all it has going for it. It's just a super a lot of HP that you can just keep healing. Cool, I guess, but it's, I don't know. It's not the be-all, end-all for me. Not hyper keen on a Chansey. I don't want to keep bashing on it because it's a unique Pokemon. Yeah, come to think of it, didn't we have a Lucky Punch earlier that we got rid of? I think that was one of the first items we got too. That's kind of funny that we did end up encountering a Chansey. But, you know, this is the longest fight in human history. And it had a berry on it too, are you kidding? Oh boy. Well, that means we won't have an item for us, so whatever. You know, we have not gotten an item from a Pokemon in a very long time either. That kind of stinks. Did we? Oh! Hey! We caught Chansey. Now, I'm going to go find what that person commented here. Yeah, so I have no idea how to pronounce this. But they pronounce, or if I'm going to try it, what my friend Joey, if you're watching, thanks for this very cryptic commented was Ukazat Nohi, which means show legs, and it's in Czech. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna name this Nohi, which would directly translate to legs. I find that very funny on a very stout Pokemon like Chansey, but I think naming a Pokemon show legs is a bit interesting to say the least. But I think that means we have 10 Kanto Pokemon now. It does. Okay, so we're gonna go back and get Flash, but don't worry, you won't see that on your end. We're just we're torturing ourselves, seeing what other encounter we could have got instead of a Chansey. Because, you know, Chansey's super cool and all, but I'm sure it could be different. You know what? Actually, excuse me for a moment. I'm getting a call. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. For me, that was. Let me find out here. That was a little while here that I was gone from you, and I'm sorry about that. Let's see, recents. Yeah, I was gone for about half an hour. That wasn't all a call. It was my brother called me. You know, spoiler alert, I have a brother. But he gave me a call and was like, "Hi, are you at your place?" Oh, we could have had a Vaporeon. Don't get me wrong, I pretty heavy disrespect on the evolutions, but like, we could use a water type that's pretty good, and that's pretty good. Now, being fair, I don't know who it would replace, honestly, because I quite like having Ghost around, and Ghost seemed... Really, it'd be Bob. It would have to be Bob. But... Alright, Vaporeon would have been nice. But anyway, so my brother calls and was like, "Hey, what are you doing? Are you at your place right now?" I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Cool, I'll be there in 10 minutes. I was like, what's happening? So he shows up, and he just wanted to show his girlfriend around, give her a tour of the place, you know, relive some memories of yesteryear, and, you know, see the animals. And, you know, it was nice. It was good to see him. You know, just a quick little stopover. I don't think there's anything else in this grass. So, but yeah, so that's why it was so long for me. And honestly, like, my thought, just to explain to you, I'm gonna enact the plan, but my thought was to, instead of continuing to look through the grass to find what we could have gotten other than Chansey, and instead of, you know, doing all that, I was like, well, what I could do while the episode's still paused here is I was like, I could just... no, that was the way to go. Whoops. Is I could just get out of the grass, go back and get Flash, and come back, and then be like, hey, by the way, we did this, so here we are. But I didn't do that because I kept it paused for so long. I just wasn't sure if it was going to leave off where we left off, just because the recording software I've been using on my computer has been... I didn't mean to go this way. has been, like, a learning experience for me. It's pretty easy to use, honestly. I love it. And the ability to just pause the recording is super nice, but it didn't indicate how long the episode had been up to that point. And I was worried that I had lost the, 13, 14 minutes that I had accrued previously in time in recording to that, and man, there's no way I was going to be able to recoup what I had talked about or mention. I basically would have had to start a new episode over and been like, hey, sorry, by the way, stuff went wrong, and here's a recap. I would have had to watch it and, give a recap or edit it in. Ugh, editing. But I would have had to do all that just to basically be like, and now we're back to exactly where I should have been. Sorry. But, okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pause the episode again, just so that I can go get Flash and get back to where we were on that route. Now that I'm done kind of explaining my position, I just wanted to make sure that I knew what was going on here with where we were going, and now that we know, we'll be good to go. So I'm going to pause it, and I will be right back with you, but I won't be in this spot. When I come back to you, there's going to be a jump cut, because I will be at where we were right in front of the cave. So I will see you in a moment. Okay, sorry for slightly lying to you. We're in the cave. We haven't even gotten to the Flash part yet. We have a rappel on, but we ended up finding our Dugtrio encounter. It's Dusclops. That's kind of neat. I just wanted you guys to know that. It's not all that scary because we have Bite. But, yeah, it's... I thought we were... Well, obviously, I know that Dugtrio can be up to level 31, I think, in these caves, which is kind of nutty. Because if this were, like, a legendary or something, we would be horrified at, like, a 29 legendary or something like that. But we're okay. We made it through. But, yeah, I wanted to clue you guys in on that. I basically just wanted to let you know, hey, that's what our Dugtrio was. I didn't want to just have that info and have to, like, explain it later, because I figured it'd be cooler if you guys see that there's proof that I have a rappel on. I didn't want you guys to see it in hindsight and be like, oh, that would have been cool to see. So that's your cue in, but again, pause it again until we get back. If something crazy happens again, I'll let you know. Alright, we're back, but now where I told you it would be, because I had a big brain moment. We can just teleport. We're gonna go... Wait. Route 10. What is this? This might be... Yeah, look at that! Big brain! Okay, so we managed to just think our way out of having to walk all that way back. So we're back now. We're back into this. Yeah, nothing happened. We got Flash. It was a lot shorter than I thought it would be, but I forgot we had teleport, and that's what teleport does. So, we got Flash. I'm going to see what Flash can, or who can learn Flash, more or less. I don't want it to be on anything good. Yeah, no. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to... We're gonna fight this fight here. Get that item on there. Get these 2 items on the grass. Excuse me. A spell tag. We're gonna fight these fights here, and then we're gonna get our encounter for the cave before teaching anything Flash. We're gonna wise up here and we're gonna take basically steps to make sure that we can teach Flash to a Pokemon we don't really care that much about, and then we'll. Basically, I want to scout out to see if we need to have Bob with us, because Bob is our weakest link right now. Not that he's weak by any means. He's very good. I like Bob. But we don't need the protection that Bob gives that much, because it's just not stellar. Peck is alright, but it's not a great flying type move, and it doesn't know any steel moves or anything like that, so it's just a mess spot on her. But if this encounter is great, okay. See, right here is why you have Bob. Because Regice, or Regice if you want to call it that, I prefer Regice, should know Explosion still, unfortunately. So that's why we put Bob out. Bob is here to just eat Self-Destruct or Explosion. It knows Curse, so that's bad. Because that means it's going to continually get more resilient to our attacks, and it has Clear Body, so we can't make it miss. It knows Icy Wind too? Okay, what at level 20, what could you know? Because I need to know if you still know Self-Destruct or Explosion is the thing. Because if you don't, we can switch out, but I think you do. Explosion, Icy Wind, and Curse. That's all you know. So you're gonna use it. You just are. So I'm gonna... How much HP damage should we take? 41. So I'm gonna use an Oran Berry here. I know that that sounds kind of BM, but it's only... You know, we only lost a little over 10 HP. And I don't feel like using a Super Potion. Okay, so this will be a Super Potion. We're just waiting for the self-destruct. That's really it. Because it's gonna use it, we know it is, and we just have to try and stave it off. Also, I forgot to get balls, so we're gonna... Oh, come on, dude. Just do the thing we know you're gonna do. I know it's in your wheelhouse. I know you're gonna do it. Stop stalling and just do it, so that I can see if we survive or not. Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna spend another Super Potion. I don't have regular potions, unfortunately, to chuck into this. It's cursing again. That's really bad, because it's becoming more and more likely that Bob's dead. Which, I mean, we were just talking about how Bob is our weakest link, so it's not like the worst case scenario, but obviously it's not ideal. So despite it, Icy Wind having taken us down, like, to the slowest we can possibly be now, the double curse on Regice meant that we still were somehow faster. But we only have one more healing option, unfortunately. And it's, well, we have two, but I'm not using Max Potion on this. I don't want to use the energy root. We're just gonna tough it out, I guess. Dude, are you kidding me? I guess we're gonna use the root. I can't believe that he's not using self-destruct here, because we have to wait for it. Otherwise, it's taking out Bob and something else. Just self-destruct, please. Are you nuts, dude? Oh, I'm getting a little saucy here because it knows 3 moves and is refusing to use one. And I don't know if that's part of the game's code, if it's supposed to do that, if it's supposed to wait and exhaust all our options, or if it's supposed to get weakened first. Because now that it's in yellow, it might do it. So we'll have to see. It's still cursing, dude. Yeah, Bob is dead. There's just no two ways about this. I'm very sorry, Bob. The only chance, only slight chance you have to survive this is we'll heal you after this Icy Wind. But, like, that's... I'm gonna use my big potion on you. Because, why not? We have money. Sucks. Because we're... Like, I don't think there's any... Yeah, there's nothing else I can do. I don't want to swap to anyone else, so I have to keep Bob in there, because he's the only one who can tank an explosion. And if I put someone else in, they are certain to die if an explosion comes out. So we're going to use it. It's cursing again. So let's say it's 5th curse. It is maximum attack and defense. I gotta look at our moves here to see what can do the most damage, I guess. I'm in a tough spot now. So we do 49, excuse me, 50 damage, or, yeah, Swift, it can't miss. Yeah, even with stab bonuses, Swift is still our best shot. So we gotta keep Swifting, because I can't put anything else in, because sure, oh, okay, I was wrong. Apparently its stats could still go up. Like, sure, we could put something in that would just super affect this, like Lizardius. You know, we could just beef it away with a fire attack, but I know the second we do that, it's just gonna self-destruct. So we can't do that. And I think it's using Icy Wind because it's the more effective move against us. I think that's the only reason it's doing it. Yeah, we have to stay in. So, now our only recourse if Bob dies, which is looking very likely. Yeah. Okay, I gotta think. So our only recourse is no matter what, we're faster than Regice here. No matter what we put in. But if it self-destructs now that it's in the red, it for sure kills whatever else we put in, because its attack is way too high now. So I think we just have to... We have to say thank you for your service, Bob. Maybe get a crit. But Bob is all we can do. Bob! Oh! Oh, baby! You did it! That is your second Reggie that knows self-destruct that you managed to survive. And at 3 health. Oh. Oh, Bob. Man, I don't ever want to get rid of you. You have been the savior of this run for various reasons. That, the ability to say, let's stand and deliver on a Reggie is so huge. That is so huge. I have no words. I'm so grateful that Bob is here. We're gonna go back and buy a bunch of balls, and then we'll teleport back to this route, and then we're gonna catch whatever or try to catch, I should say. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. We're gonna try to catch whatever our cave encounter is, and then we'll look at who to remove for Flash. And I'm telling you, Bob doesn't want to go. Bob is making a very strong case for why we should not, for any reason, get rid of him. Through here, we're actually going to put Tiger up in front. I know it seems silly, but if a Wob effect comes up, I want to destroy it. But, yeah, Bob really doesn't want to go. And, like, honestly, it's hard to argue with that. Those were some good results, honestly. So, like, man, we barely clung on to that. And we managed to do it. So right now we're buying a bunch of healing and Pokemons. It's just, that's the way it's got to be. So what are we going to do? We're going to do 27 Pokeballs, sure. We'll go up to an even 40. And then for Super Potions we'll buy 10. Yeah, sounds good to me. And then regular Potions we'll buy 5. Sounds like a deal. And then Antidote, we'll buy another one, just to be safe. Can't hurt. And do you have Escape Ropes? You do. We'll buy 3 of those. And Repels? Sure. Buy 6 of these. Because we're loaded right now. Like, we have so much money that really we don't have a whole lot to worry about financially. But it's just... it's a mess. So, us surviving with Bob makes it very hard for me to want to keep Bob... or to kick Bob off the team. But we have to kick someone off to teach Flash to someone. Because there's no way I'm teaching Flash to a main roster Pokemon. There's just no way. I can't in good conscience do that. Oh, excuse me. But we're going to keep everyone on the team for now, just for the encounter. And I just want to see what's down here. That's really what we're going for. So this is our encounter, whatever we find. And if there's something scary that we have to keep Bob for, we'll keep Bob. But what do we got? A Wailord. Interesting. Lot of HP. It's a water type, but I gotta be on. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. We might just kill it on accident. Yep, that was my bad. I meant to do poison powder. I just clicked the wrong thing. So we're not getting our encounter down here, which sucks. A Wailord would have been fine. I think there's an item to our right. Yeah. A Salackberry. You know, we're going to see what the other encounter here is. And if it's a Kakuna. Okay, so we're okay with putting Bob away. Are we? Part of me wants to put Cannon away, honestly. I know it's a legendary, and you're probably thinking, like, what are you talking about? But the only thing Cannon has right now is a Ghost and a Dark type, which both are good against Psychic, but we have Tygrow for that. And I don't want to lose Cannon to something stupid, and Bob is our tank. Is our, like, genuine tank against things that we were scared of. So, honestly, yeah, I think we're putting Cannon away for now. As much as I want Cannon to get experience, this ain't how. This is just not the place or time. So we're gonna put Cannon away just for a bit, you know, because there's no way I'm letting it die in here. And then we're gonna pull out something that can learn Flash because we need it. And what do we got here? I bet you Cacturn could learn some Flash, and there's no way Cacturn's actually gonna stay on the team ever. Sorry, Straw Lady, but it just ain't happening. Sorry. Let's see if you can learn Flash for us. Look at that. Helping the team again. Welcome back. You've earned the spot, but not for reasons I'm sure you wanted to. So we'll teach you Flash instead of Growth. Yeah. And you know what? I think we're going to call this an episode for now. I know there's a lot of backtracking. This was a definite weird one all around, and it got real scary there for a bit. Believe me, I was terrified too. But you know what? We're gonna call it here. Our team for the cave is looking decent. Like, I understand that Straw Lady isn't anything, but like I think everything else is decent enough for us to not have no fear, but to be confident that we can make it through. So I'm sorry for throwing away 2 encounters in the past 2 episodes, because I threw away the Wobbuffet. Now I know saying threw away, it may sound a little egregious, because yeah, it was in the red, and we played it safe on Wobbuffet. I wasn't going to use Wobbuffet anyway, so we played it safe. But with Whale Lord, that was stupid. That was entirely my fault, and it was an accident. So I'm very sorry you had to see that. But next episode, we will go through the cave, and I'm pretty sure we should be able to just, you know, break our way through. I don't see any reason why in a half an hour we couldn't make it through this cave. I know that last time we were in a cave, it was about 3 episodes. Well, 2 and change episodes. So I know that that was a bit long, but you won't have to worry about that this time. At most, it'll be 2 episodes, and we will be through that cave for certain. Or this cave. So, you know, look forward to that. Look forward to us, you know, getting our team back on track, and, you know, getting a lot more encounters coming up soon as time goes on. And then as soon as we can, we're going to go over to the game counter and stuff, and we will just buy our Pokemon whatever we want, basically. Whatever Pokemon we want. So look forward to that, and look forward to us getting a bunch of our TMs and stuff, plus our EV encounter, quote-unquote encounter, and stuff like that. And eventually we'll get our Lapras, whatever that would be. So we're trucking along. We got a lot of good prospects right now. So thank you for sticking around this long. If you stuck around through the whole 31 minutes, this is my usual ending spiel, but if you did stick around this long, I'm sure there's something you liked about this video, so please do leave a like. You know, and comment down below. Thank you, Bob. Bob is a legend, and we're happy to have Bob around. Honestly, we would have to get another tank-type Pokemon, like another Steel-type or a Rock-type, for us to be confident to get rid of Bob at this point, because Bob, despite it being a Skarmory, which is like a not ideal Pokemon, which I've heavily disrespected Skarmory in the past, no more. Bob is great, and I love Bob. Bob has a spot on this team for as long as we don't have another big beefy tank against self-destruct and explosion, basically. But yeah, be sure to thank Bob in the comments down below, because you can find me there. You can find me on Twitter. You can find Orange Joe there at most folks, and you know, be sure to subscribe if you want to see what else I've got going on here. If you have questions about how to spell anything, or you know, want a refresher on what I'm talking about here, in case you just weren't listening, which happens. I tuned me out too, don't worry. Down in the description box below, you can get the whole ending spiel I always do. Not to mention, at the end of that, I always tell you to have a lovely day, and I hope you do. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.